my seatbelt on. What's good, Fight World? Still Mills checking back in with y'all, man. I've been kind of lit for the day because I really couldn't wait to get on here and talk about this. But I think it's been news for about at least a week. I'm just late to speaking on the subject, but Lomachenko versus Nakatani. We got to talk about that. I think Lomachenko is really about to show the world that y'all got dude fucked up. Y'all got him fucked up. Yeah, you feel me? Like, I think really, it's been a lot of talk. Oh, he need to go back down to 130 and he this and that and the 30, yada, yada, yada. And Lopez was just too big for him and he this and that. All right, cool. So a get back fight for him is to fight a top 10 contender in the division. 5, depending on what sanctioning body you want to go by, but just for the sake of the argument, we'll say top 10. Man, I'm excited about this, man. I think I will say this: if Nakatani goes in there and fights him the way that he fought Felix Verdejo, he may fuck around and get stopped because he didn't look as good against Verdejo that he didn't look as good against Verdejo that he did when he fought Teofimo. When he fought Teofimo, he was very, he pumped his jab more. He was always in position of where he could, he was out of range. And in order for Teofimo to, tag him, he had to walk through certain fires, He pumped the jab a lot more in that fight than he did against Verdejo. Well, Verdejo, he just allowed Verdejo to walk, to just come all up in there and invade his space. And Verdejo has fast feet, so you dig, when you fight somebody who can get in who can get in position fast as shit, that's a hassle right there in itself, man. So that could have been a problem, or it could have been the root of the problem. But he also didn't, he didn't pump the jab at all. Like I saw very little jabs from him in controlling distance from the outside in the fight with Verdejo. When he fought Teofimo, he was a lot more judicious in how he fought him. He relied on the 1-2 a lot. You dig, though? That jab led to some really good right hands coming down the pike on Lomachenko, and his arms was low, of course, because he fights in the Philly. But I saw, he was a lot more tactical when he fought Lopez than when he fought Verdejo. And if he's gonna fight Lomachenko, he's gonna need to fight Lomachenko the way he fought Lopez. Because he doesn't, his head is really, his head stays on the line, his chin is up high in the air. You heard the announcer say it. Tim Bradley and Andre Ward, back straight out with his chin in the air, whatever the case may be. Yeah, he does all of that. He most definitely does. You dig? And so that's catastrophic for a cat that's your height and can get to his spots. The thing is this though, man, Lomachenko can get to his spots, as we see. If can't nobody say shit else about Lomachenko, they can say that man gets to his spots. He gets to his spots right off the rip. You dig what I'm saying? So I think it's a real dope fight. I dig Nakatani. I think Nakatani is dope, man. I think the dude got heart, and I don't want to say I root for him, but it's dope to see cats who come over here who are, we already know what's about to happen with him, because he came over here to be a sacrificial lamb when he fought Lopez. When he made his debut over here in the States, he was supposed to be the sacrificial lamb. Lopez didn't. Nakatani didn't see it that way. He's like, nah, this is, nah. I gotta go through you to get what it is. Nah, bro, I ain't laying down for nobody, my nigga. You gonna have to earn that, and he made him earn it. And to a lot of people, they considered they considered Lopez got exposed that fight, which I never thought he got exposed. I never did, but a lot of people felt that way. He didn't even drop Nakatani. He blew through Richard Cormier in 2 rounds. He couldn't even drop Nakatani. You know what I'm saying? So I think that speaks to his speaks to his caliber as a fighter, man. So I dig Nakatani. I think Nakatani is dope, man. But I do think if he goes into a fight with Lomachenko the way he fought Felix Verdejo, he's gonna get stopped. he's gonna get stopped. He's gonna get completely broken down if he does. If Lomachenko was to get in, you better make sure that he works to get in. You know what I'm saying? To get in your chest. So I need to see 3 jab combinations. You know what I'm saying? I need to see 3 jab combinations. I need to see you at long range the whole entire fight. If you're gonna fight, otherwise it's gonna be a long night. But he needs to fight. He needs to take that strategy that he had with Lopez and go in that direction. Pump the jab, throw the 2 off of the jab. Just that, not even go down to the body. You don't even need to go to the body. You don't even need to go to the body. Maybe you do. Just slow down that footwork, but I mean, Lomachenko is the best. You know, he's the best counterpuncher of the 3 that, you know, of the 3 caliber opponents that he's fought. He's the better counterpuncher of the 3. Do you want to risk going to that man's body and exposing your chin? You know, you gotta, unless you're gonna be throwing jabs and crosses to the body, you're gonna try and, you know what I'm saying, sneak some hooks up, you know, behind that man's elbow to see to it that he can't cut them angles that he normally does, like, because he starts progressively getting better as the duration of the fight goes on. So he's cutting angles like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Now, by the time the 4th and the 5th and the 6th round come along, now he's throwing off of those angles. So I don't know, maybe you should. I'll say go to the body from range, though. Go to the body from range. Go to the body from range. I wouldn't say step in and throw no hooks to the body. I wouldn't do that at all. I wouldn't want that man nowhere in my airspace. Lomachenko's gonna be he's a different caliber fighter. Different caliber fighter. Even though Lopez beat him, I still, you know, he beat Lomachenko due to Lomachenko's inactivity in the early rounds. I still think Lomachenko is a better fighter than Teofimo Lopez. I do. And as the fight went on in that fight, like I said before in other videos, it proved to me that, yeah, I think Lomachenko will win in a rematch. But nonetheless, Teofimo is the champ right now, the undisputed champ, if you ask me. So that's just what it is, man. But he needs to fight Lomachenko the same way he fought Teofimo Lopez. The exact same way. Jab, 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 1-2. 1-2. Throw the hook off the jab. 1, 2, 3. Jab to the body. 2 to the body. If you want to go to the body. Or, I mean, yeah, if you want to go to the body. To take the leg, you know, take the air out that man's tires. Yeah, you're going to have to go to the body. But I'm telling you now, if he fights him the way that he fought Felix Verdejo, it's going to be a long night. It's probably going to be a short night. I would say so. I would say so. Because he hasn't dealt with a caliber fighter like Lomachenko. And I think Lomachenko is really coming out guns blazing in his next match. He's really going to be letting y'all motherfuckers, like, y'all niggas got me fucked up. Nigga, I got to go down to 130? I can't compete at 135? I'm a former unified champion, but I can't compete up here with it. Okay, I got y'all. I got y'all. And it's going to be fuego in there. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So I'm real excited for this fight, and I really want to see what Nakatani can do with this caliber of an opponent. Because even when you fought for like a lot, I know Nakatani gets a lot of the credit, and he gets all the credit in the world, but I think people would say that he did a better job against Felix Verdejo because he got the knockout on Felix Verdejo. And I'm like, nah, he didn't. That's a potential fighter. That was a potential fight of the year candidate, but he didn't look as impressive because he was getting his bells rang, you know what I'm saying, early in the fight. Verdejo was landing thunder. He was winning in the clinches. He was mixing up his attack. You know, he was countering. He was defensively sound. You know what I'm saying? His spacing, everything was on point for him that fight. It was on point. You know, he was looking, you know, fantastic in there, man. But he just kept loading up on shots. Kept loading up on shots. Kept loading up on shots. And as he started to gas, Nakatani started finding his range. And he started sneaking the 2 in there. He's like, oh shit, man, Nakatani, he's starting to land now. And now, I mean, you done spend, you know, what, 5 or 6 rounds trying to off this nigga's head. Now, you know, you. So I don't think he looked as good against Verdejo as he did with Loma or with Teofimo. I don't think he looked as good. And even the first knockdown, he knocked dude down off a jab. That was clear fatigue. He was clearly fatigued by that point. So I don't think he looked as good. But it was a great win, if you ask me. He needed that win. And I don't think Felix Verdejo should be done because of that loss. I think he got plenty of fight left, and there's plenty of big names out there for him. I do. Anybody saying Verdejo's done, I wholeheartedly disagree with. Yeah, man, that's my thoughts on it, man. I'm excited to see this fight. I'm excited to see Lomachenko back in there, get back in the mix, and let niggas know that y'all still got me fucked up for thinking I can't get down with I can't stomp with the big dogs. But I do think he's gonna destroy Nakatani. I do. I think he's gonna destroy Nakatani. I do. But it could go, you know, the fight could be it could go longer if he uses the same game plan he did when he fought Lomachenko. I keep saying Lomachenko, Teofimo. So Nakatani, I need you to be on your jab. I need you to be on your jab. All night. I think that he should dedicate this entire training camp to him working off the jab. Work off the jab. An occasional head movement. No other punch. Just strictly 1s and 2s. Strictly 1s. I don't need no uppercuts, because you don't want him in range for him to even be in a position for him to be affected by your uppercut. If he can catch your uppercut, that means that nigga's too close. So I need 1, 2, 3s from you. I just need the 1, 2, 3. Y'all devote a whole entire training camp to just throwing the 1, the 2, and the 3, and switching up variations of that. I think it'll be a compelling fight, as long as Lomachenko allows it to go for. So yeah, man, I'm about to be pulling into my meeting. I really wanted to holler at y'all about that, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like and subscribe. Still Mills, I'm outie.